talking on the phones.
I let my birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't matter. I'm a cave back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here comes Montgomery now, the returner. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Hot. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A huge play there for Denver, 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Set. 319. 319.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Third down. It's Armstrong, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A pitch out to Drake. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Gun!
They're going to look to throw. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And Denver getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Watching now, Barney!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, he goes up top. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Right back to him on 1st down. Nice move at the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, Jackson, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 3rd down. That's Armstrong, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins off. Now ready to go back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
To throw on second down, Jackson being chased out left. And it's caught. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now, Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped inside his own 10. And the penalty marker likely going against him as well. What a mess. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurry up, here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone, gone.
first and 10. It's Jackson. He's got Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson now to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And McManus able to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their play. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll run it here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson, looking to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch it now, Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
To throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Barney. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his target full. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Jackson to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the press. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Sammy Watkins, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Watch it now, Barney. Hot.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll go on the ground. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And a 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go now.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. forced out to his left. Room to run past midfield. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.